Kia ora, welcome to my happy place. If you like today's video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment so I know that you've been. Don't be shy, and please enjoy. Right, I have decided to make a big journal along the lines of Shannon Green's Big Bertha or Cindy Utta's Large Marge. And I've got a box here and I've glued a bit in it, and silly me put the holes in it first before I decorated it, but never mind. I'm going to just do a little bit of gluing and get on with it, sorting the papers and such like. It's horrible winter's weather here, so I'm just going to do it in big bits, I think, so that I can fold it over the edge, find a decent paintbrush or glue brush, just slop it on. And this is just a heater box, I think, so I want it to be able to wrap around over the edge like that. Yeah, so it's been horrible weather, so we haven't really done much. We took our daughter to Waikato yesterday because she was having the, I don't know what it's called, camera down the throat thing, and wouldn't be able to drive, so we took her there. So that was quite a long day, and the weather was atrocious. So we're going to be delivering our caravan down to the site on Saturday, so that'll be cool. Looking forward to that. I've given this a good sanding with my sanding block, so hopefully it'll stick down well, and I'm just using PVA glue or white school glue with a little bit of water in it to thin it down a bit. This here is some lovely age paper that I got in Happy Mail or a giveaway or something like that. I'm terrible, I can never remember where I got my bits from. Some bits stick out, but generally they don't. I have a mind like a sieve. You might hear a little bit of banging because my husband is working on doing things to the caravan, taking things out that we won't need and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, so they said my daughter has a very large hiatus hernia, but they don't really do anything about them because it's an absolute major operation, and unless it's really bad and gives you a lot of trouble, and I thought she was having a lot of trouble, but we'll see when the results go back to the doctors. Apparently it's very common. My husband has one as well. I don't think his is as large, but never mind. Haven't been doing any videos because I've been having trouble with my computer and my arm, but it's all better now, thank goodness. That's my husband's drill you can hear. I'm a bit sorry about that, but never mind. I've got so many things that I have to catch up on. Just had a piece of tape across the back here that I took off. So I don't think glue sticks to sellotape very well. Right, I'll just put that right over there like that. I will start doing some, I'll put some jelly prints down on it as well, but I just want to give it a bit of a base first, because it's just a corrugated box, and they're not particularly strong. So I'm just going to turn it over so I can flip these over and glue them down. What else has been going on? My great-grandson had his 6th birthday. He was so excited. His nan bought him a trick scooter, and he wanted a helmet with spikes on the top. So we bought him a helmet with spikes on the top that have a battery in it, and they glow or they flash, whatever you want. So he thinks he's just the bee's knees. Excuse my voice. My sinuses are not very good at the moment. But I'm on antibiotics, so they should clear up, but not everything is cleared up by antibiotics, unfortunately. Right. That's a good gluing down. It's a bit boring, isn't it? But hopefully you're crafting along with me. Some people like to see people gluing, how they do things. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert at anything, but that's cool. I like that. It just gives that edge a really good gluing. I'll just give it a dry off and I'll be back. I'm back, and I've dried it off a bit just so that I can move it around without sticking and ripping the paper. So let's get some more book pages here. It sounds silly when you're going to put more glue on it, but sometimes it just gets a little bit too wet and you can't manage it. You can't move it without it sticking everywhere. I might put it right across there or right down there. Right down there, I think. And Bethany's just been shipped off from her house because young Mia has got the chicken pox, and although Bethany has had them, her immune system is absolutely nothing with the Crohn's, so the specialist thought it would be best that she moved out until Mia is not so contagious. So she's gone off to stay with her auntie for a week, and she's enjoying that because she used to live with Haley. They used to live with Haley and the little ones before Andrea and Kath got together. So she's quite enjoying being with the little ones. Right, do put that across there, I think. Bend around there. That's cool. I won't glue down properly until I glue the other side down properly, but that's okay. Just get this on it, and then trim that bit off. I don't want any big straight edges. Yeah, that looks cool. The glue helps it all thicken and be more stable too. Alright, move it around a bit. Put more over this side now. Young Ashley has had a few days off school. She's been suffering with migraines. She's 14 and her mother started getting, they've always suffered with headaches, but about 14 they really kick in and they have to, it's so debilitating, they have to just be in a dark room with a bucket because it is not a nice thing. Migraines is not something I've suffered with, thank goodness. They get it off their father. He suffered with it for years, but thank goodness he seems to have growing out of them in the last, sounds a bit silly. I think we'd been married 30 years when we moved down here. Oh no, 10 years, sorry. So he would have been 30, and they just slowly started getting less, and now he doesn't get them, which is really good. Right, I'll just turn this over and glue this bit. Slop some glue on. I made a template of the holes, so I'll be able to just go along and recut them. I'll just move that in like that a bit. Oh, look at that, I just put the wrong end in. God, I'm so terrible. Right, put that down again. Hopefully going to get my nails done again on Thursday. They're starting to grow out quite badly. Right. Okay. Put a bit more on this side, and then I'll give it another dry off so that it doesn't get too bad. Give it another slap of glue just to make sure. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back and I've dried all that up and finished it off. I don't think needed to see the whole lot. I think I'm going to paint this part and just do my painty paper thing, but I'm going to put some jelly print on the inside. Let's see what it going to or that one. Getting low on those. I'm going to have to do some more. Yeah, I think I'm going to do these two. I'm just going to trim these. Be easier, I think, because I can't find my ruler. Typical of me. I've got hooks everywhere. I have a feeling I was using it out in the lounge. I'll just those are out of the road. I'd save that little bit. So we've ordered our annex and it's going to be about 3 weeks. My cousin has drawn a site plan. So now she's doing the plans for the deck. That'll be cool. Right, now I think if we go this way, hopefully we will, maybe not. I might have to get another piece for it in the here. I'll try do that about there. Cut that off. As you can see, I'm really good at measuring. Just by eyeball as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. And this one here, not exactly straight, but it'll do. Into there and down to about there. Right. Yeah, so I think that is good. And I think I might put some tape on it as well as glue just to keep it secure at the edges. Sounds like a plan. It's as crooked as a dog's hind leg. Never mind. If I wanted perfect, I'd have gone to the shop and bought one. Oops. You down in the right place. Good enough. Good enough. Right. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. Right. Oh, I hope I'm in shot. Right. Get this one on here. Oops. Just lifted it a little bit, but never mind. It'll be alright. As long as it's mainly glued down. Right, now I need something to lift the this one might need another bit on it. I think I absolutely ruined it. Oh no, that's good enough. Near enough is good enough. Right, Right, our glue, and I'll just glue the glue onto this bit here, I think. Make sure we get it everywhere. Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to put it this way. Yeah. Doesn't really matter which way it goes. Yeah. There. And then have another piece over it, so that'll be cool. Yeah, like that. Just gives it an extra thickness. Right, do the same to this one. We have had the most horrendous weather this last week or so. I'm so sick of the rain. I'd rather have a good old frost any day of the week. Get a nice sunny day out of it. It's the only time I like the sun is after a frost or in the early spring and autumn. Spring and autumn are my favourite seasons. Oops. Got the old age shakes going on. There we go. A crank in that. I just have to see if I can lift it. Yeah. Just cut that back a bit and put the other one down from the end. I have my nails cut shorter this time and ask them to not do them quite so thick. There we go. There we go. The blade. You can lift it up. Watch quite a few ladies using things to lift them up, and I never thought of doing that. I always did it with my nails, but right, some glue. I haven't been walking and I haven't been dieting very well. I said to my daughter this morning when she came in, I'm sure I can feel the weight piling on. Most probably not, but you feel that way when you haven't been good. So I can just move you that way just a bit. Yeah, that'll do. Not exactly straight, but that will do. Not sticking there. I think it's because I put glue on the tape. It will stick as it dries. Right. I like that. And now we need another piece to go over the front. I might put this bit of trim. Oh, excuse me. I love doing jelly printing over music paper. Alright, we're going to go going to go there and down to maybe a bit more. Yeah, bit there. Oh, those bits. That there and that there. And that will be awesome. Right, now I'm going to put that there. Just like that. So it'll stick across there and across there. Right, now I'm going to put some in here like this. Just to reinforce on the spine a bit. That'll do. Do another one on this side. Right. Yeah, how far is it? I can just put it on the sides of this, I think. Yeah, that's better. And on this one. The muscle where the cat's bit me is still very sore. But at least it's back down that way. And look, cut a bit out of that. You might just have to even it up just a little bit. Right, that's going to go there like that. Awesome. Oops, let's give it up. A bit of a burnish. Come on, come on. I am throwing it in the rubbish bin, not on the floor. Mind you, half of it hits the floor, I must admit. But I'm aiming it in that direction. Right. Oh, come on, come on. Right, now I'm going to put this bit down before I didn't glue it. That was a bit naughty of me, but maybe it doesn't need it. Maybe this is just enough. Maybe we'll just put a little bit down beside it. Just to give it, oops. Hang on, lucky pup. Let's give that a quick push. And take this one off the side. I think I might have put it one way further than the other, but that's okay. I'm not perturbed about that. There we go. Right, that's the inside of it, and this is the outside of it. I'm quite happy with that. Keep my paper, put those in my bin up here. Right, now put my knife down, otherwise I'll cut myself. Scissors out of the road. Right, now I think that I am going to put a coat of gesso over the side. Put the glue lid back on it. Just wipe the outside so it doesn't stick, otherwise I can never get them open again. Right, give my brush a bit of a clean off. And a wipe. Right, fill my gesso up. Just a light coating, so hopefully you can still see the writing through it. Just think the paint, it just seals it a bit and makes it easier for the paint. Awesome, like that. But there, it's not getting covered. Put a little divot in it or something. Right. Oh, cool. Right, like that. A bit more. We went out and bought another little fridge for our annex and got it home. Husband put it on and the freezer freezes up lovely, but no, the fridge wouldn't go, and so he gave the thermostat a tap and it went and it froze up lovely, but as soon as the thermostat shut off it wouldn't start up again, so we have to buy a new thermostat for it. I was so annoyed, but when you buy things like that. You buy them as is, where is, and you take your chances, I guess. Just put a little bit more on this side. To be a little bit thinner on that side. Right. Okay. Right, what's our time? Oh, it's getting on. I think I'll stop it here and let this really dry properly before I start putting paint on it. So we'll come back for a part 2 and most probably a part 3 while I do the signatures. Thank you for being with me. Kia kaha, stay strong, and I'll catch you again soon.